welcome back to another episode of Modded Kerbal Space Program, where we are quickly approaching our transfer window to Duna, which means we need to finalize our preparations to go. We're going to have to... Well, I need to take this drive section up so that we can send the extra fuel separately. And then we need to take Kerbals up and make sure we have life support and everything all loaded up and ready to go. And you, what are you doing, Bobby?
I am going to board the crazy station and try to intercept it with the MUN.
Sounds good. I'm just building a drive section here to take this refueling section off of the ship, and so we can send that separately. Let's see here. We'll need to close that. It's fine. All right, so we need some RCS thrusters.
So let's see here. Let's well, we gotta wait for the crazy station to load up first. Oh, that's right. I lost a solar panel, I think, in the... Oh, no, now this solar panel wants to work. Okay, good. Now we're all nice and symmetrical looking. I don't need to get the scans off the MUN, as we determined.
Yeah. You should not need to do that.
So we are currently in a polar orbit, which makes things, as always, somewhat difficult here. So let's zoom out here. That is the MUN. So let's first set the MUN as target.
All right. So I'm going to need that.
Oop.
We're going to need some radiators. Maybe just these guys.
So if I do that, that's going to put me at...
That'll probably work. Let's attach these. Let's just snap these on. All right, we need some solar panels here as well.
Let's see what arcing are at.
Let's go with that. All right, so we also need a docking port. Wherever that may be. No, not a junior. We need a full-size docking port. Like so. All right, let's zoom in here.
Well, that is...
All right.
I guess that's a first step. This current orbit here, it's going to launch us out and give us pretty much a planar orbit here.
Yep.
Yep. And then it's surprisingly a circular orbit, just off center with the Kerbin. Mm-hmm. So let's and this is only 67 delta V. So I think we got why not? What's the worst that can happen? We can get we got Bob Kerman here at the helm, and we are making still 12 science a day. So we're all sitting pretty good here. We don't care here. So we're at T-minus 44 minutes here. So let's we gotta go completely around the planet again here. Or
All right, we're just gonna
the Mun.
save.
Or excuse me, Minmus. I don't know. The satellite. We gotta go completely around the satellite.
And I think we can launch this now. Okay, so we need to target, well, if I can ever get to the launch pad here. Ah, there we go.
All right, so we are T-2 minutes. Let's try to center this using pure RCS.
All right,
Or not RCS.
Set. So the question is, where is it? Relative to us. In a terrible position.
All right, we are in position of our burn. Let's get this dog and pony show going here.
Have to do a little bit of fast forwarding here, but we don't want to do too much because we don't want to miss our launch window. And our launch window is gonna be kind of hectic. Because we've got many ships to launch.
Yes.
I think we're looking at like 5 ships. 2 landers, the habitation module, the refueling thing, and a satellite.
All right, so let's get out of Minmus's sphere of influence here and learn to talk correctly. Almost. Come on. You can do it.
All right. Well, I've got liftoff.
We are in orbit around around Kerbin here. So, if we want to do this, we still got to intercept the Mun, or we got to attempt to intercept the Mun. We don't need to go into a polar orbit around the Mun necessarily. Now, we actually don't need to go into a polar orbit around the Mun here, so we don't have to worry about doing that. So let's shrink our orbit down here as much as we can. Ooh, look at that. So let's get this going a little bit bigger here. We pretty much wow, that is pretty spot on right there. That's going to yeah, we pretty much sat on the orbit of the Mun right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Of course, we're 7 days out from our node, from our maneuver point, because we are only orbiting Kerbin at 257 meters per second, or 295 meters per second, about 44 million miles away, or 44 million kilometers, or 44 million meters away.
Mm-hmm.
Unit of measure. All right, so let's warp to our maneuver. I am only 2 days in the past, or in the future.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I haven't spent all the science that I've gotten off of this whole endeavor just yet. I've been holding on to that to kind of, we're really not going to put up a new rocket anytime soon. So let's see what kind of collective space technology I can get here. All right, we are T-minus 2 minutes out. Or 2.5 minutes out. Let's get the ship into position. All right. Speed up time just a scotch there because we're impatient. And impatience and Kerbal always mixes well, in my opinion. You know what? While we're out here, here is my little magnetic dealie. There it is. Still got magnetic data on it. Oh yeah, we need to get that. We need to get that off of the magnometer, but not just yet. Not just yet. All right, let's...
All right, well, I'm rounding out my orbit here and matching the target pretty much at the same time.
All right, there we go. I'm good with that. Fine-tuned our estimated Munner periapsis. And then we were just going to spiral into the gravitational pull of the Mun. And then it's actually if it actually would have been a gravity assist back down to Kerbin if I keep passing the thing. But yeah, because it will drop my orbit pretty significantly down to 3 million meters. But we actually are trying to orbit around the Mun. I have 758 delta V left. We're sitting pretty good here, I think, delta V wise.
Probably. Okay.
So while we're heading out there,
13 kilometers from the target, huh?
my buddy Bob is going to climb out here, do an EVA. Actually, he's going to board. He's going to EVA out the other side.
Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to attempt... No, we're going to ditch this stage. Fire up this stage. And now we are going to attempt to face our target. I'm only like 13 kilometers out from the target, which we can probably close.
All right, so we got some magnetic data from In Space High over Kerbin while we're doing that. Process that in the lab. And once the lab is done processing that.
Separation.
We'll see what our new time is here. How's everyone doing on food? Plenty of time. Yeah. 814 days of food on that. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, let's swing back around to our retrograde to target. Got a little bit of time here before it passes us. I don't know how many landings this fuel is going to get us, but hopefully it'll get us a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we don't trap anybody.
All right. We are now up to 13 science a day. 112 science total in the lab. Let's, we might as well pull that now before I forget. So, we'll EVA my buddy Bob Kerman here. We're going to go up and collect the data from there. And board. This is the data that we're not transmitting. We got to get it back to Kerbin. Which, hopefully, we should have no problem doing.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, being the key word here. I have this, I have the planetary survey camera on the nose of my ship. Mm-hmm. I really should just detach it. In the event we need to send up a fueling party for this ship. But I think we're sitting pretty good. Let's warp to... We are going to burn a lot of Delta V getting in orbit around the Mun. But
what test are you running?
I'm going to run the magnetic test.
It doesn't work per biome. You don't even need to get in orbit. Just do as long as you're in the sphere of influence, right?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
You could just do a flyby and not waste the Delta V.
Mm-hmm. I could. So we're going to warp to the sphere of influence change. Speeding up time. God, everything that's orbiting around.
And I think it only works at high over, too.
No, it works at low.
Does it work at low?
It works at low. I did it high and low in on Minmus. Come on, sphere of influence change. We're getting there.
All right. Let's spin back around and point at our target again.
Oh yeah, this is really, yeah, this is a real slowdown maneuver. We're gonna, I mean, look at this, basically like a beeline. This giant wraparound we're making around the Mun here, and that's really gonna push us backwards, which is good. So we'll use the gravity assist to save ourselves even more Delta V here. Because we'll probably need to slow ourselves down once we get into Kerbin orbit. Okay, where are we here? We are in space high over the Mun, the Midlands, to be specific here. So let's log the magnetic data. Process that in the science lab.
All right, swing it back around to retrograde. This is kind of a slow approach here because I'm trying not to use too much of the Delta V in this thing. And too much of the monopropellant. Mm-hmm. But
these Kerbals have been in space for almost a year. 253 days.
Yeah, you've spent an awful lot of time fast forwarding.
Oh, yeah. Well, these guys got a shit ton of science for it. We're generated over 1,000. I think we're close to over 1,000 science for it. I know I've got like 780 in the bank, and I know I've spent some more of it before. Okay, did we... Did we review our data here? Yeah, we processed all that. Yeah, the in-space near magnetosphere data for Minmus is worth 100 science in and of itself. So keep data. All right. I forgot. Did we reset this? EVA. Collect data. I didn't see the...
Okay.
We're actually very close to the science data cap on this module here. We're at 438.
Yeah.
I may just leave this thing in orbit a while to bleed it off. But let's just warp to the periapsis here to get us in space low over the Mun.